This month is just flying by, and already next Wednesday we have another OPEC meeting. Now, according to Russia at least, supply and demand balances are pretty even, and in the last OPEC meeting at the beginning of the month, the group already decided to increase production between May and July based on returning demand as the world recovers from the pandemic. However, inventories in the US did see an increase earlier this week of 600,000 barrels, which caused oil futures to drop a bit, although it wasn't that dramatic of a move. Even so, this is probably just a blip in the trend, as last week they declined by almost 6 million barrels, and it was a 3.5 million decline the week before. The bigger concern at the moment is going to be the rise in COVID infections across every continent except Europe. Now, one of the areas seeing a massive rise in infections is in India, which is the fourth biggest oil importer behind the EU, China, and the US. The infection rate there is absolutely skyrocketing at the moment due to a mutation that's easily spreading, along with a number of failures from those in charge, like pretending they'd pretty much beaten the virus when clearly they haven't. So fundamentally, it looks like the recovery in oil demand will be facing some challenges in the short term, but I think over the long term, it should be recovering and continuing the trend like it was before. So if we look at the price of oil, it's pretty much stabilized around the mid-60s. In fact, it's just come off the top of that 2019 range this week, which we've mentioned in previous videos as being an important price point at $64 a barrel. So given the deterioration in the demand outlook and the rally in the price starting to cool off, I'd be surprised to see OPEC committing to a big increase in production again, at least not increasing by a significant amount anyway. Now, in the US, it doesn't look like supply is going to be ramping up either. Rig counts have been steadily increasing, but there was a recent report from the FT which showed that there is a lack of private investment, which is not exactly surprising, as investors in shale have been burnt quite a few times now, and a lot of producers are just lost makers at this point. So it wouldn't come as a surprise if the price of oil did begin to head down towards the bottom of that 2019 range from here. It probably won't get there before next week's meeting, so a lot of the direction in sort of the oil price now is going to depend on the actions of the OPEC group, ultimately whether they decide on production cuts staying as they are or increasing production again. I don't really see many things that could keep the price above $64 in the meantime, but as always, you can always be wrong about it. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Let me know how you're seeing oil, whether you're going to be trading it, and hit the like button if you found this one useful or interesting. I'll see you in the next one. Take care, guys.